Hey, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first one. Not real sure how this is going to work out, but I want to introduce ourselves. My name is Josh Holmes. That's Levi. I've got 4 other kids. We live here in Catania, Italy, where we give bikes away to migrants and people that need transportation, but we also share the gospel inside of our bike shop. It's called Agape Bici. And so this is my home garage. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of show what we do. Look at this trike. We're hoping to do some cool things with this thing. Maybe put some flags on it. We also rent bikes at the bike shop, so get out in the piazzas and talk about what we do so people can come rent bikes. We got a lot of tourists that come through Catania, so this is a nicer bike. This is nice compared to what I got. And I'll leave my e-bike in here. So, built this bike not too long ago. If you can see it. It's kind of a cool little folding bike. You get a lot of interesting bikes here in Italy. We've only been here about 9 months, so still learning. I got a new tire on there, some new front brakes. I put some BMX bars and stem there, but and I had this banana seat already on. It's kind of interesting. This is Levi's bike. We're gonna put some different bars on there. All right. We'll do that in a little bit. This is a cool bike, cool old one. This is a cool bike. This is one that we're gonna donate. Single speed, so it's not great in the city, but if somebody lived inside the city and didn't go up further north, it's pretty hilly here in Catania. I'm just going to take some pictures. Okay, put it back in storage. Another bike for a donation. Kind of rusty, but everything works. So we got put new brakes on it. Tires hold air. Kind of rusty, but it's good for a donation bike. It's kind of the bikes that we normally get in. It's like these older 80s, 90s mountain bikes. I'm not even real sure what this is. Kiorda? I'll have to look that up. See what kind of brand it is. Looks like we put a new derailleur on it. Okay, put this one back. Yeah, I was going through. You can tell these are not going to be pretty informal. Look at this bike. That's a pretty cool bike, huh? Levi did this one up. Helped me build this one up. This one's like an old Richard folding bike. Not real sure what the date of it is, but it's got 12.5-inch wheels on it. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I got this. We have a kind of a cool relationship with a guy here that has some like a big warehouse. He's an Italian guy. He has like a huge warehouse of different bikes that are here in Italy, and we've that I've only seen it here. And I first want to say I'm not a professional mechanic by any means. I like bikes a lot. I don't have professional tools. Some of them are professional, so I'm just here. I like bikes, and we use bikes to be able to share the gospel with people. And so I'm just using what I have, what God's given me. But, living here, we only have limited resources with some things. So we only can do what we can do. Plus we're messing with a lot of older bikes, so we're not dealing with carbon race bikes and stuff most of the time. So anyway, but this is a bike that he had in his warehouse, and it's Marin team issued titanium bike. Now, some of the bikes that we get from him, we just sell on to other people that are vintage enthusiast, and they want, there's some other, there's a base, American base close by. So some guys that buy bikes from us for that. We're also trying to sell some bikes online. But anyway, I thought this was a cool bike, and I bought these bars, Stridsland bars. I figured since we're in Europe, I could jump on the chance for cheap shipping from people in Europe. So I put these on and then didn't realize that my stem was not the right size. I was over there making noise. We were going to do a switcheroo on Levi's bike that he got with my bars that were on there, and his didn't fit. So this is kind of like a hodgepodge of a bike. It's got XTR stuff on it, and I'll show you some kind of closer up. But then somebody has put a like a 1x on it, and then put a 9-speed cassette on the back, and then actually changed out the rear wheel and to do like a disc conversion. And drop things all down. And I think it's safe. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to do a switch on the folding bike that I just showed you earlier and switch those bars around. And and then we'll be, those fit, I know for sure on that. And those bars actually don't fit correctly on those stems. So we'll do that real quick. And then I'll come back and I'll have a new stem on it. Okay. Well, that one's good. Done. I'll use a little bit more extension on that. Get this other stem back on. I think this one kind of matches these bars a little bit better anyway. One day I might, I don't know what's, backwards, that's why. Whoops. I told you I'm not professional. Make sure that's a little bit straight. Now I can adjust it here. Okay. Stridsland bars. Best thing on this bike. This bike is pretty cool. I bought these bars thinking that this would be the best. Warrants a good for this warrants for this type of bike. Could be wrong, but also brought a bunch of parts from America whenever we moved over here 9 months ago. So I had a Brooks saddle, so I threw that on here too. So titanium bike. I know it's not a modern titanium bike, but it's pretty cool. Well, this could be boring. I'm hoping to do more of these videos. That was just my first one, so I have no idea who I'm talking to right now. But maybe just wanted to do something. I'm building all these bikes lately. Thought it'd be cool to kind of keep them, or track what I'm doing and look back on it years later. This coating on these bars are really nice because it's not scratching anything. Bars are a lot wider than what came on there, so some of this, I think it'll be okay though. Got a Shimano Olivo non-speed shifter on there. It's good for this cassette, but I don't know. It's wanting to jump off off the cassette in like the lower or the higher. So it had like the XDR front derailleur on it, and maybe they were just using it for like a chain guide. But I took it off, but that might have been a bad idea because maybe it will come off now. But it was coming off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I think I'm gonna look at, if you look at this this front chain ring, I'm looking at it now. It looks like it's not in line with this highest gear, and I would assume because of that, if you pedal backwards, it's gonna just try to jump off the chain or the chain ring because it's trying to get back straight. And I would assume that once I get to the top gear, the climbing gear, that it's probably gonna not be in line either. So I might have to, I can switch that chain ring to the front of that and see if that helps. If not, I mean, that's kind of the nature of going one by on these older bikes. This is a Pro Max, little kid's mountain bike. I don't know if you can see that in that shot, but that's kind of cool. Built that with a bunch of hodgepodge. I think it's the fun part with having all these weird bikes is that we don't have all the right parts for them. So we just got to make do with what we got. And then, not everywhere has the right parts. So, and like I said, being on an island is a little bit weird sometimes because sometimes we have stuff and sometimes we don't. Both these. For now, let's have these. What are these? Don't know. No name. Do I want these on here? I want something else. I really love foam. And I have these cheapo ones. They're not PSIs or anything, but these cheapo ones. I think they just like slimline everything. They're really light. I like the way they feel. I have them on just about every one of my personal bikes. So I think I'm just going to go with these. They had some of these lock-on ones. I'll use them for another project or something. You're supposed to put like isopropyl alcohol on these, or you can. I just do some muck off spray or something. Whatever I have that can dry pretty quick. There. The finish on these bars are so slick that it makes it pretty easy to get these on. Make sure they're at the end. Put this bar in. That was easy to do with just my hand. There we go. That's obviously on the stand, so I can't get it completely right, but I usually do like a finger and a half. And then slightly angle. Okay. I think we'll go with that for now. That looks pretty cool. It's weird, this has like Shimano brake pads, but one of them's XCR and one's not. I'm not real sure. Maybe it's not XCR. I know it's Shimano. I have another set of these at the shop too. That came off of another, like a donor bike. And the spring was broken in it, so I may see if I can rebuild those or find other parts for it. Just these, don't hate me, but they're not any kind of name brand. I'm just going to use this for commuting or staying close. So I'm going to have these. They're like stamp knockoffs, I'm sure, but not too bad on the bearings. Some cheap plastic ones that were on it. And this is like a Suntour crank set. Looks like they painted it too. Looks like greased them. I've got a stack of pedals over here that I'm keeping for donation projects. A lot of these bikes don't come with pedals on them, or that they do, they're all broken up or as they say, get it off and stare at it. Got a lot to do on it, but it's got Brooks saddle, new pedals on it. Cleaned it up a little bit. It's got these blue shifter cables and stuff. Probably the shifting cables I'll probably change and some other things, but it's going to be just kind of my tinkering bike. So maybe in other episodes we'll break this thing out and I'll put some different parts on it. Right now it's just kind of hodgepodge. It's not original, so I don't feel bad about changing things too much away from what it normally is, but kind of cool. I like it. It feels really nice. Got a good riding position. I like this stem a whole lot better than before. I might put some, definitely put some different tires on it for riding around, commuting and stuff. But yeah. Levi got a bike for his, was it Christmas? Yeah, he paid for it himself. So he wanted this. I know exactly what this came from. That dealer.
There were 3 different colors, and then they said it was red, blue, or white, but it wouldn't work. We tried it on Valentine's Day, and then my dad needed new handlebars for that bike, and then he gave me his, and then those didn't fit, and
that folding bike is his as well. So and these were the bars that came on that Marin, titanium Marin, and they're just some rock rider, probably decathlon, and these bars are 25.4. So I'm just gonna do a stem adapter on the bell.
Is that 3?
Yep, just 3.
They had it with me just now.
I saw it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to check all your pockets because I'm still missing one of these.
And then,
It's right here.
oh yeah, there it is. And then in November, I wanted a guitar, or I wanted a ukulele. And then I was practicing all that day, and then we had a week to go to the fasting thing. And then
First, you need to put your, put one on there.
put it a little.
No, we'll just move that'll work out. Okay, now draw.
Done.
We're almost done with this one. Just need to tighten up. Get this all the way there. Up in there.
And I finally get to write this out already?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well.
Now we'll watch him ride off in the sunset. Okay, so we're just putting everything back in there, in here. I'll let the small shop, home shop, a lot of bikes. Move things around all the time. So, but anyway, appreciate you guys watching these videos. This video, our first video. Hopefully it won't be too long, but we'll do more like this.
Maybe tomorrow.
Probably not tomorrow, but we'll probably do some stuff at the shop, show you some other daily life stuff pertaining to bikes. And, kind of our tagline is to make bikes new again, how to give them a new life, go into people that need them for transportation or different things. But we're also here to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, so to create more disciples of Jesus and give people new life, give people hope to live for. So kind of doing that both for bikes and for people. So thanks for watching. Ciao.